new Monmouth University poll shows the Virginia governor's race is currently tied. Democrat and former Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe and Republican Glenn Youngkin currently share 46% support among registered voters. McAuliffe previously held a 5-point lead over Youngkin. The poll also shows Youngkin's stance among independent voters increased by 18 points since September. For more, I want to bring in Zach Montellaro. He is a state political reporter for Politico. Zach, how much are Democrats and the McAuliffe campaign really worried about these numbers and specifically the trajectory?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I don't know if it will trigger overwhelming worry because this race has always been close. You know, this poll may be exactly tied 46-46, but if it was 47-45, Terry McAuliffe, 46-45, Glenn Youngkin, it'd tell more or less the same story, that this race is close. And that's been the case for a little bit. It's gotten closer over the months as President Biden in particular, his popularity kind of dipped both in the state and nationally. This race is going to come down to the wire.
Well, Terry McAuliffe was previously governor of Virginia from 2014 to 2018. He's now running again for that same position. Tell our viewers why he stepped down before and how is his decision to run again playing out among voters?
Yeah, it's a fun quirk of Virginia law that you can't serve consecutive terms as governor. So he didn't have the option to run in 2017. It is certainly unusual, but not ahistoric for someone to try to come back after serving one term in Virginia. But, that at least for Glenn Youngkin, that's been part of his early message was, well, we already know Terry was already the governor. We saw what he did. And ironically, that's also part of Terry's message as well. Governor McAuliffe's message as well is, I was already the governor. You saw what I did. Democrats are broadly excited for another chance to reelect Governor McAuliffe, right? He oversaw the state during a time that they, took more and more control of the state, that basically capped over the last 4 years, and Democrats taking complete control of the state. And Republicans think that it creates a good pairing for them, that Glenn Youngkin's a first-time candidate. He's never ran for public office before, that he matches up well against Governor McAuliffe.
Well, speaking of Glenn Youngkin, former President Trump has campaigned for him, but Youngkin's recently been distancing himself from the former president and his supporters. Tell us why, and if these recent positive numbers indicate that this strategy is working.
Yeah, so former President Donald Trump has endorsed Youngkin on multiple occasions. Youngkin has said that he's proud of that endorsement. He's accepted the endorsement, but they've never appeared together in the state. In fact, former President Trump hasn't appeared in the state for this election, other than a brief call in to a rally hosted by allies in the state. I suspect that'll be the case for the last 2 weeks. When you look at the end of the day, Virginia is becoming a more and more blue state. The tenure of Donald Trump in the White House was just absolutely brutal for Virginia Republicans. They lost control of the chambers, of the legislative chambers. Governor Northam, who is on his way out now, cruised to victory in 2017 in what looked like initially a close race. And that's why Glenn Youngkin has tried to kept his distance from him to a degree. That's been a major message of Governor McAuliffe and the Democrats at large, is that, look, Youngkin has been endorsed by Trump. He supports Trump. You can't separate the two. And to the degree that Democrats are able to make that connection will be pretty important in 2 weeks, that if voters in this blue-leaning state do make that connection, do say that, yes, Glenn Youngkin has been endorsed by Trump, he is like Trump, Terry McAuliffe has a better chance of winning.
So Democrats are tying Youngkin to President Trump, or the former president, and Republicans are tying McAuliffe to the current president, President Biden. How might this race be seen as a litmus test for the Biden presidency and potentially a playbook for other Republicans?
Yeah, much to the grousing, I think, of whoever controls the White House, the Virginia gubernatorial race is always seen as a litmus test. The only time in the last several decades that somebody who has won the Virginia gubernatorial race, but his party also controlled the White House, was Terry McAuliffe in 2013. Every other time, the party that controls the White House loses the governor's race. So, like it or not, this has long been seen as a referendum on the presidency. It remains to be seen how this will actually affect President Biden's agenda. Democrats will probably go ahead either way, one way or the other, with the president's kind of expansive social package. We'll see where they end up on that. But it's a good early sign for the midterms, at least, that you'll see what messages that campaigns are talking about. In particular, Glenn Youngkin is talking a lot about education, that if he is indeed successful, or even if he loses, even if he keeps this close, the way he talks about education is going to be watched by Republicans across the country. And Democrats are looking for signs on how to reach their voters when Trump is out of office.
All right. Zach Montellaro, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.